So what if I told you the secret to running faster isn't actually in your legs? It sounds kind of crazy, right? But today, we're going to dive into this powerful, almost hidden engine inside your body. It's one that connects your arms directly to your stride to generate what honestly feels like free speed. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so let's just start with a really simple question. When you want to speed up, when you want to run faster, what's your first instinct? If you're like most of us, you just try to push harder with your legs, right? It totally feels intuitive. But what if the real engine is somewhere else entirely?
This right here is the fundamental difference between just starting out and running really efficiently. Most of us begin with this simple series of pushes. It's kind of like trying to move a car by just shoving it from behind. But powerful running? Oh, it's totally different. It's more like a rotational whip, using the torque from your core to just snap your legs forward.
So to even get to that awesome rotational power, we first have to talk about this huge misconception that holds so many runners back. It's time to bust the myth of leg power. I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Your legs are moving, they're the ones hitting the ground, so they must be the engine. But seeing your legs as the only engine is kind of like saying the wheels on a car are what make it go. Yeah, they're absolutely essential, but they are not the source of the power.
Okay, so if the power isn't just coming from pushing off with our legs, where in the world is it coming from? Well, the answer is in our biomechanics. We've got to start seeing our body for what it really is, an incredible machine built on a system of levers.
And look, this is a super simple concept that actually governs every single move we make. You've got a fulcrum, that's the pivot point, your joint. You've got effort, that's your muscle pulling on the bone. And you have the load, which is, whatever you're trying to move. That's it. That is the entire system. Our body is so smart, it masterfully uses two different types of levers for running. The first one is built for speed. Just think about your hip lifting your knee. A really small, powerful muscle contraction there results in a huge, fast swing at your foot. The other type is like a seesaw, and that's found in your core. Its main job? To reverse the direction of force. And trust me, that ability to reverse force is the key to unlocking absolutely everything.
And this brings us to the core principle of what it means to be an efficient runner. The secret to that feeling of free speed is all about using the momentum from one body part to drive another one. So instead of constantly creating brand new force with every single step, you're just recycling it, you're transferring it. That is where that incredible feeling of effortlessness comes from.
All right, so how do these levers and all this recycled momentum actually come together? Well, they form this incredible system we're calling the crossbody engine, which connects your upper body and your lower body into one single powerful unit.
Okay, take a look at this. This is the system in action. The absolute key is that X you see across the runner's back. That's the magic connection. A powerful backward drive of, say, the right arm doesn't just balance the body. No, it actively loads a system that then creates an explosive forward drive of the opposite leg. It's not two separate movements, it's one single fluid diagonal action.
Let's break that sequence down real quick. It all starts with the trigger, an aggressive backward drive of your elbow. That's the ignition. That single motion instantly loads the connector, which is a fascial sling across your back. This new tension then rotates the pelvis. That's our fulcrum. And the result of all that? A powerful reflexive knee drive on the opposite side that feels almost completely automatic. Now that connector I mentioned, it's a real thing. It's an anatomical structure called the posterior oblique sling. It's basically a chain of muscle and fascia that physically links the big lat muscle in your back all the way down to your opposite glute. Just picture a giant diagonal rubber band that stretches and snaps back, turning your arm swing directly into powerful hip drive. Okay, the mechanics are one thing, I get it, but how do you know if you're actually using this engine? Let's talk about what it feels like, the sensory cues that tell you, yes, you've tapped into this amazing power source. This quote right here, it just nails it. When your crossbody engine is fully engaged, you stop feeling like you're grinding out every single step. The effort actually moves from your legs up into your core, and the whole sensation changes from that muscular pushing to more of an elastic, rhythmic bounce. So, how do you really know you're getting it right? Here are the specific feelings to tune into. You should feel an elastic snap as your knee just pops forward rather than you having to lift it. You'll notice this powerful but totally controlled twist in your mid-back, kind of like you're wringing out a towel. Your feet will feel so much lighter on the ground, and your glutes, they'll be firing with more power than ever before. All right, theory is great, but how do we actually turn this engine on during our next run? Let's get into the practical stuff. the specific cues and drills that are going to help you activate this system.
Sometimes all it takes is the right mental picture. Stop thinking so much about your arms swinging forward. Instead, focus 100% of your energy on elbowing someone behind you. Or imagine you're starting an old lawnmower, violently pulling that ripcord back with every stride. A great little check is to just make sure your thumb grazes your pocket or waistband on the way back.
And here is a fantastic drill to really isolate this feeling. Just sit on the ground with your legs straight out in front of you. Now just drive your arms aggressively like you're sprinting. Because your legs can't move, you'll be forced to feel that intense rotational power being generated in your core. Seriously, just 15 seconds of this before a run is enough to wake up the entire system.
Now, just a quick word of caution here. This is a really powerful system, so you need a solid foundation. If your core is weak, your spine basically becomes a broken fulcrum, and that can lead to lower back pain. If you let your arms swing across your body center line, you're going to over-rotate and strain your hips. And if you have a weak arm drive, you'll probably compensate by overstriding, which puts your hamstrings at major risk. The fix for all of this? Building a stable core and really focusing on that powerful backward arm drive.
So when it's all said and done, it comes down to this one question. The next time you go out for a run, I want you to pay attention and ask yourself, are your arms the engine, or are they just passengers along for the ride? The answer could unlock a level of speed and efficiency you never even knew you had.